Hello world, I am Omnamnam, and we are going to continue playing Metaphor ReFantazio today. Might be the only time I get to play this week, depending on how busy I am with work, but I wanted to make some progress still, so let's keep playing.
Oi there! Oi there!
And yeah, we have to go meet with Luis's contact, so doesn't really matter.
Well met, eh? Wonderful. This bloody rain. Oi! Oi!
Okay, Anglers in Square Night Prowler? Night Prowler, huh? So you're one of those brothers we're talking about. I've heard about it. Go on, hop right behind me. Not sussy at all.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in, make some points for my own life.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right?
Getting sinister looks from the whole pub.
What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
I treat all tribes equally.
I'd treat all tribes equally.
Just like Lord Luis.
All right, a bit much, ease off. You know there's a big difference between meritocracy and equality. You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
I don't like Forden or his church.
I don't like Forden or his church.
Too right. They have no idea what justice is. Ah, but you had a sanctoress publicly executed so you could get ahead. Not in a position to moralize, are you?
We don't expect everyone to take our side. We're just here to right wrongs, that's all.
Whatever. You've got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardel's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now, you're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the King's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, what, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
Where?
Sorry, sunset. Time flies by so fast.
So?
Louis Gauntlet Runner, the Characters, is stationed in Warship Harbor. Sick Ferry. Yeah, it's over there. Right. Let me adjust the audio a little bit. Settings. Let's move it a tiny bit down. Rare to see sober folks around these parts, but I appreciate it. Where are you after then? Warship Harbor?
Hello there.
You want to go to the Warship Harbor? That's no place to visit after a piss up, but alright, mind yourself and climb aboard.
Incredible.
Didn't even hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner is really huge.
Hey!
Over here, keep your heads out of the clouds, will you?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the tower just all you want later. You won't be flying for a good while anyway. What's with the sorry and all?
Huh.
Sorry, what's that? Hey boss, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't need to know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now follow me, I'll give you the grand
Got it.
tour. Oh, and a friendly warning, be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Now try about making threats. We'll see you in this good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis, in the reception room? And you don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off. Check this out.
At last.
We've got to seize the first foothold of our infiltration. Soon enough, Louis will be within our grasp.
If I may.
Lotto comes through here an awful lot, you know. You know him, don't you? One of Louis' faction candidates. Sometimes he's got this beast of a dog with him too. Sad to see a man with a temper like his with a pet, but when you know it, he's a sweet on that dog. Somewhere in the bottom of his black heart, he thinks that dog's cute or something. Strangest thing you ever did see.
Indeed.
There are bears more in common with the castle than the carriage. I can hardly imagine what the interior must be like.
Understood?
It is impossible to discern how much trust the brothers will afford us. Keeping a guard up around them will be crucial. Why is this structured like a dungeon? I thought we were just gonna go talk to Louise.
Now, where was I?
Hello.
We haven't tried anything new with Heisme yet. But now's probably not the best time to start experimenting. So, we'll do it later.
Oh. So you'll come again.
Got it.
Here we are. Go on
I'm
in.
leaving.
Don't mar off until you get used to it. This place can be a real maze. Ah, it's totally not dungeon, right?
Oh, yeah?
Well, there's so many soldiers. I suppose we should have expected as much from Lee's stronghold. I feel like we're always being watched.
Well,
Like you're not, and Del the recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them now. So stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not serious.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. Miss Lift got you there. I wonder if this is a trap.
What in the...
What was that? It happens to everyone. Is that some sort of magic control blocking mechanism?
Yeah?
It keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like bastards pretend they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
see.
Seems like it's a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. You walk freely around the runner, then you're going to have to move up our ranks a bit first.
Evidently.
Keys are only given to ranking soldiers, huh? Navigating this place may prove difficult without those in our possession. We will need to acquire them then. Boy, already trading treacherous whispers amongst yourselves, eh? What's the gossip going on, Ray?
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. Almost forgot we were inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now what we've got here? Are we letting schoolboys in the ranks now? These kids are our new recruits. So that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you have to prove yourself before you can stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Louis's approval. If that's not enough for you, then keep it to yourself. Or someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What, these pissants? Against me? Please. I'm a Blaze Sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out. Dance. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I'll give you 3 days at most till you run home, tail between your legs.
Seriously.
You just gonna stand there or you gonna move? Come on. You're the one fucking standing around.
Here.
And this would be Lord Luis's headquarters? Just a reception room, lass. He'd be damned to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Luis's way inside. Enter.
Hey,
Guess that's my cue. I'll try looking around for this formula. Be careful. Lots of sharp eyes about. I'll try. You stay safe too. See you soon, I hope.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War, if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask, and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go.
He's testing us. What you gonna ask? What's your plan against Forden?
How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him. Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it. Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic? The king is not a god. there is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
It seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Wonder how Galka's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here.
You have to find the Krabby Patty secret formula.
Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now.
Yeah, why is Galka still flying here? She can just, you know, stop her wings and crawl around the vent and make less noise, you know?
Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
What are you doing here, Taylor Swift?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters. We thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between.
Is she a double agent?
I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How were these arranged again?
Alphabetically, probably.
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big. And now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
Alright, we're gonna have a heist. Let's do it.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
The soiree.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently, soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it would be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a near solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
We'll have to make it work.
We'll just have to make it work.
You truly mean that?
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
That reminds me.
By the way, you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
He's rather full of himself, yes? Sergeant Saint, was it? He got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That'd be unfortunate. I could tell his strength was formidable, even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for the day. We can talk in the morning. Hey Google, turn on lights. Alright.
Got it?
The success of our infiltration depends entirely on our preparations after tomorrow. Don't worry, as long as we work together, we'll find a solution. The songstress has been in Luis's private chamber. Not that I would judge her, I suppose. At any rate, the operation begins tomorrow. Well, rest well tonight.
May I speak?
The day of the Prince's Awakening may be nearer than we realize. We have to make our preparations before that soiree.
Look at that.
Can I leave? Nope.
Look at that.
Let's rest.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Now then.
Now, starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Louise's private quarters. The issue is that those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys, would seem they make formidable alignment. What shall we do? Maybe the simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
If we mean to attack, a short, decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we may not fare so well.
Yes.
New subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiations may still be on the table. This is a new challenge.
I'm a little worried.
This is a challenge unlike we faced before.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build up our strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end over our heads. Unlike previous operations, time is of the essence when infiltrating. You will need to keep your battles short, defeating the officers within a certain number of turns. Oh. All of the officers are quite strong, and each will require you to be tactical. Gathering information about them in town, and utilize requests to strengthen your abilities to give yourself a fighting chance.
Then,
Maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? They might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure our route to his quarters, it sounds like we have to do some digging before the day of the soiree.
Let's focus.
Okay, the infiltration route must be secured, so Louise can be accessed. If I steal the formula, the person can be... A mission with a deadline has begun. Be cautious of storms, inclement weather that may occur around Brawlhaven. Meet with your allies and worship to infiltrate. The interior of Louise Gauntlet is divided in 4 arenas. Where you'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge. Don't forget, you need to gain access to these course the day of the soiree.
Let's head there.
Boy there!
What now?
Oh boy.
all right. What do you want to do? All right.
Well met, eh? Wonderful.
Lovely.
I'm trying to figure out what I want to do.
Can't stand it. Oh, this blooming heat. Wonderful.
Holiday today? No. I just want to get some progress in before I probably won't be able to play the rest of the week. It's gonna be a busy week for me at work, so I think I'll try to play a little bit today before we go a long drought of gaming. Let's see, Faller. Let's see. Okay. Do I want to increase my friendship with these people first, or do I want to... Let's see. 20 days.
What now?
Item. Skill.
Wonderful.
Let's see,
All
which
right.
way was it to... Okay, so we have this quest here on the Night Prowler also. We've got a bunch of quests, actually.
Well met, eh?
Let's see what this lady has to say.
Oh, what should I do?
At this rate, they'll surely die. Must my hands always be stained with the blood of children? sorry, blood and children. Oh, have you seen them? Have I seen you somewhere before? Now that I mentioned it, I do recall seeing an elder boy at the exhibition. One that looked like the same age as. They say you've been traveling across the country helping all those in need. If that's true, may I ask for your aid as well?
What a pity.
During a training exercise, the city guard corps were ambushed by a human. There were many casualties, especially amongst the young recruits. I need a special medicine to save them, but the shops stocks are exhausted. I can't make it myself. It requires ingredients found only in monster-infested forest. I'll get them. Truly, I cannot thank you enough. It's from Dragon Thistleberry. I heard it's in the Grey Shift Forest. Perhaps it's best to learn about the monsters from... Okay, informant me know.
Can help.
Okay, so I'll need... Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
No deadline, okay.
Whoa.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Well met, eh?
So that's an option.
All right, then.
What else is there? There's Night Prowler.
Let's go.
You have a quest? Overfamiliar man.
Greetings.
Well, if it isn't my friend, well, what a pleasure. But why the face? You're looking at me like a stranger. Will you visit Night Prowler? I'm its founder. Even if this is our first time meeting in the flesh, I consider any customer a dear friend. Back off, little man. You're kind of moving fast. What do you even want from us? Well, I'm hoping you can do some negotiating on my behalf so I can get my deed back. Practically, I had to offer it as collateral on a loan, but even after paying my creditor off, I haven't been able to get back in my hands. The man in question is a respected Ishka noble, whereas I'm a humble Parapus entrepreneur. I doubt I can count on the law backing me. But you won't treat a high-profile candidate with the same rudeness. That's the kind of man he is. And of course, you'll be compensated for the success. I've got some unusual armor. I think you'll find it quite useful. I'll handle it. Yeah, listen to that confidence. I feel emboldened just hearing the words. The noble in question has a fondness for, say, blood sport. I don't doubt he's watching a fight as we speak. He's an Ishka fellow, possibly dripping with disdain for us common folks. I can't miss him, I'm sure. I'm waiting here, just so we know you can get your hands on the deed.
Let's give it a shot.
So we're looking for a pompous Ishka, huh?
All right.
One who enjoys watching fights? You thinking what I'm thinking?
All right, then.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah?
Okay, let's see this person here.
Excuse me?
Please, mister, make me your apprentice.
Huh?
Apprentice? Where's this coming from? You're the candidates from the exhibition, right? One of my friends saw and started talking about how cool you were. So I want to be like you, mister. Please let me be your apprentice.
No kidding.
Yeah, so that's why. We can't exactly have a kid like you with us. If you want to be his friend, if you want his friend knows you, I'm sure there's another way. Like getting them something they like. Oh, that might be good. My friend's birthday soon, so a gift would be great. Maybe flowers from the flower shop. Oh wait, my friend wouldn't want any old flower from the city. That's boring. I got it. I'll go exploring outside the city and look for a wildflower.
Huh?
If you want to get eaten by wild humans, it's way too dangerous for a kid to go wandering out there. We got Galera. How about you leave this one to us? All right, sure. You're really nice, mister. Will you bring me a flower?
So,
You can become Will's support in return. Basically, you just gotta cheer for him to become king. Yay! Okay, I'll be your supporter, I promise. I'll just wait here for a flower. My friend's birthday's on August 10th, so
All
before
right.
then. So, flower from another city we need. I bet a church would have it. Why not ask St. Fermi's Church and ask?
Let's give it a shot.
Alright.
All right, then.
I can
Where to?
theoretically just fast travel back to the capital here.
Let's go.
What is it?
Hey,
We heard you started offering something outside of ordinary for sale. Would you happen to have any flowers we can buy? Oh, we do have rainbow flowers. Not a fresh flower, but a handcraft. It's a replicate rainbow color and soul-soothing beauty. Are highly regarded by believers. It's rather valuable, but I'll be happy to give it for a trifling donation. Yeah, you wouldn't expect anything for free here. There's something about it that's unusual. I bet that boy would be happy to get one. The Senker did say it was valuable too, so it's worth a close look. No, it's only 500. Easy. Okay, let's fast travel back.
let's go. Yeah?
Can I turn this quest without passing the clock?
Oh, this blooming heat.
Did you perhaps bring that rainbow flower to me? Here you go. Thanks, mister. Wow, it's all sparkly. This is gonna be great. So next, yeah, give this flower to my friend and say, I love you, please. Eh?
I don't know.
Hold on there, kid. You really think he should confess to your friend in your place? What if your friend falls in love with him instead? Yeah, that wouldn't be good. This is some NTR bullshit here. But I'm too scared. I wish I could be brave like you. You almost ran out of the city gates looking for a flower. That sounds pretty brave to me. Alright, I'll take this flower and I'll be honest about how I feel. I've got to tell my friend how great you are. Well, thanks for your support.
Yeah!
Hehe. Well, he's got a big heart for someone so small. You never know. Maybe he'll bring some more people to the cause.
Mission accomplished.
Alright, easy clear there.
All right.
$47. Nice. Okay.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, grand. Yeah?
Makes me wonder if I can take care of that, let's see, Arena Wharf. Let's see if we can talk to that dude.
Need a ride? Good choice.
If it doesn't pass time, we might as well do it then. Man in pain. Damn it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Was that?
Sounds like someone moaning in pain. That could be anything, Kalka. We don't need to worry about it. Oh, here. I really overdid it this time. Someone has diarrhea. You don't happen to have a medicinal herb on your hand? I got my arse kicked in Coliseum. Looks painful. Should we find a medicinal herb for him?
All right, then.
Let's see. Any shops here? That's all. Oh, here. Where's the apothecary?
Let's go. Young man. Thank you kindly.
Ah, you've come.
we don't need to buy these just yet. Do you have a medicinal herb, or is that too low class for you? Maybe if we go to a shittier city.
Let's go.
You sell medicinal herbs, won't you? Yep.
All right, then. Where to?
I wish I could fast travel in real life.
Let's go. Was that?
Yeah, we heard you the first time, buddy. You don't happen to medicinal herb.
Hey.
Sparing one.
Bless you.
Thanks heaven. Oh, thank heavens, you just became my best friend.
Thank you.
It still hurts a little, but it's all right now. Thanks for the small miracle. No one else was willing to help me through my suffering. You're the only one, so please take this reward. You could have just traded for herbs. Huh? Even though he's clearing a lot of pain, no one helped him. Glad we helped.
All right, then.
Okay. I might need more eloquence, probably, to talk to this guy. Pompous noble. Not merely a low-life urchin, but a grubby little elder besides. I have no words to waste on your kind. Out of my sight. Sounds like we found our pompous Ishka. I bet this guy's got the deed we're looking for. But he won't give us a second glance. We'll have to think of something to catch his attention. About my loan. A loan? I don't recall lending to a guy like you. You probably won't jump right to talk about a loan first thing. So I'm gonna get his attention. You know me, I trust? Have I seen you before? You're the candidate who offered up a noble's head at the exhibition. No, they're not. I can respect such a sophisticated tactics. Go on, I'll hear you out. As you can imagine, I'm busy watching the flights. If you have nothing more worthy of my attention, I can't be bothered.
What do you want to do?
What's our move? Bring up the deed or try different? Try a different topic. So about this deed. The deed? This is a business call. I thought you might have something worth my time, but you're boring my merchants. Be gone. I have no taste for this song. Let's try a different tactic.
What do you want to do?
Such a tawdry arena, this. Beg your pardon. You would mock these sublime artful fights? I've seen greater wonders. I suppose you are candid. No doubt you've been to many distant lands, fought strange and skillful opponents. I confess I'm intrigued. Might I hear of these adventures?
Amazing.
What do we tell him? Ever tasted a giant sandworm? Why would I ever want to? Don't gross him out. We got his attention. We need to show real show on our side. Guess not like I can think of anything. That's it. Come back once you've actually accomplished something worthwhile. If you visit the legendary tower north of the city, for instance. Legendary? You think the forum might know something about that? And it's updated.
Yeah?
Really now?
All right, then.
Okay, so angler and square.
Go.
There's supposed to be an informant here, right?
Oi.
Wonderful. Well met, eh?
Oi there.
Wonderful.
Where's the informant located? The tavern.
All right then.
Wonderful.
I'm just incredulous.
Hey, listen.
Want in on this?
What day of the week is it?
Hey, listen.
It is Arbor's Day. I might want to wait for a sale. He has a lot of intel that I want, so. Today. Okay, if I just wait 2 days, we can get a discount on all of these. Alright. So let's focus on the other things we can do in the meantime.
All right then. Let's go.
Yeah?
Gotta min-max all my money.
Yeah?
Oh, this blooming heat.
Oh, grand.
Yeah?
Damn, those bastards think I'm making this up. I definitely saw it. I know I did. Yeah.
That's how it's gonna be.
I'm in no mood to be gawked at, kid. My teeth are killing me here. They hurt so damn much, I've started seeing tooth monsters. At this rate, I'm gonna need my teeth extracted. Almost all of them. Hopefully some kind of generous soul could help me. With what, teeth? I need a certain item to cure my toothache. If only some kind fellow would bring me, like, 150... 15,000 reeve. Tell me more. Fantastic. I knew you were reliable from the first time I laid eyes on you. I feel like I've seen you somewhere before. Right, you're a candidate at the exhibition. Then that makes this easy. The thing I need is just a quick jaunt away if you've got a gauntlet runner. So what are you looking for? The Pride of Inundo, the toothbrush of Hygienia. I need you to buy one for me. Of course, I'll reward you and you'll have my vote, whatever it's worth. I'll wait until August 9th, so any longer. You'll really have to get me ball pulled, so please.
Let's give it a shot.
Toothbrush of Hygienia. Okay.
That's where you want to go.
Inundo's right here.
Just can't stand it.
I try to go there myself, but every step I may just make my teeth hurt even more. Oh, you okay, buddy? Looks like I'm not going anywhere. Guess I'll be waiting here. God damn, that hurts.
Give it a shot.
Let's give the guy the help he needs. We better go buy the toothbrush of Hygienia as soon as we can.
Yeah?
All right then.
Let's go.
Let's go back to the wharf.
What is it?
What's your problem, kids? Quit staring. Come back when you're old enough to buy. Oh, you're the candidate everyone's talking about for the next exhibition. Your face stuck in my memory. Strange thing, kid like you were in the race. How rude. What do you mean to have to be old enough? What are you even selling? Why, I'm the most famous brewer in the city, so they call my house special miraculous mead. So good, it'll put years on your lifespan. Sounds like good stuff. But Will needs a few more years before he can drink, so we'll see you around. Hold on there. I saw you capture everyone's eyes at the exhibition. I'll gamble on that being skill, not chance, so I've got a task I need help with. I'm looking for something out. You see? If you find it, I'll give you something of my brew. Sell it or drink it. Either way, you're getting something out of it. I'll throw in a little extra, too. Oh, if you succeed, I'll start supporting your campaign openly. Can't imagine a kid could do what I couldn't, but what do you say? What am I looking for?
Amazing.
You sound confident. Right, here's the deal. This cup I'm looking for is called the Chalice of Legends. The way I hear it, everyone who ever owned that cup died under mysterious circumstances. By now, nobody can say if the cup even exists. And that's a great question. A cup that kills the owner, and a brew that extends life. Take a sip. Which legend wins?
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, no deadline. Okay. You're awful casual about the gamble that might get you killed. Well, do you have any clues on where this chalice of legends is? Well, if you believe the rumors, the ghost of its last owner still refuses to let it out of his grasp. Some folks report being attacked by the same ghost. Not that I've been able to find it myself, but you're a candidate, eh? Going up and down the countryside, that runner of yours, you've seen your share of monsters and secrets. About bounty. Well, that makes sense. If it's already been attacking people, there might be a bill to take it out.
Yeah!
Let's go to the recruitment server. There's any information on bounty.
All right. All right, then.
Let's go. Okay?
Thank you kindly.
Hey!
What are you pining for?
July 27th, Forgiveness Day. Shell vest.
Welcome.
Young man.
All right, then.
So
All
let's
right,
check the map here.
See there.
Okay, there's another one here.
I'm in trouble now.
Damn it all, my clients are expecting delivery soon, and these fool horns are hardly an ideal canvas for my outstanding workmanship. What's that you hollering like that? Oh, I'm simply a craftsman who takes pride in exacting detail and peerless skill. I take monster horns and engrave them, transforming them to beautiful ornaments. My technique has progressed to the level where these milling horns can't withstand the intricate level of detail that I try to grace them. They fall apart as I'm working.
Oh, yeah?
That's too bad. If only there was a horn that was tough enough to withstand your technique. Oh, but there's the thing. There's a horn working my skill. Apparently, within the Forsaken Tower, there's a giant called Orgus, whose horn surpasses all others. But that horn is infested with monsters. The ebony horn is basically impossible for a normal person to retrieve. Why, I think they could only be completed by someone who demonstrated a great amount of valor at the exhibition of the brave. If only something like that was about, I'll do it. Can it be? Now that I get a better look at you, it is. You're the candidate that everyone is talking about. Yes, of course. You could save me in my darkest hour. What's with the theatrics? It's obvious he recognized you away. Whatever. We're gonna give this reward for this, right? Of course, my pockets are overflowing with advance payments for countless patrons of the arts. Like I mentioned, find Orgus within the nest Forsaken Tower, located north. If you want more details, and inform us your best bet, there should be one at the Greatest Catch, if you know, the tavern in the Inn District.
Let's give it a shot. Gotta get prepared.
Okay.
That reminds me.
Cool, so we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone on that one. Thankfully, there's no deadline for that one. The only one with a deadline is this dentist one. And our main quest. So we'll prioritize the dentistry one.
All right.
Let's see. I'm kind of worried about checking all the bounties. But let's see. Locate the Chalice of Legends. Deliver to requested. Rumor claims the monster's in possession of it.
All right, then.
Let's see. Let's see. Where's the recruitment area? Oh, it's right there.
All right, then.
Blast this heat!
Yeah, let's check the head.
Now what am I to do?
Stop!
Hang on. Isn't that...
It seems like the bigger cat, Bubba.
Let's
Doesn't.
see.
Okay. We got our mag.
Yep.
Now what am I to do?
With that?
Okay, let's check the bounties.
Welcome.
Oh, you're friends with Catherine, aren't you? She keeps pestering me to raise your bounty rewards. Can't say no to the best bounty in the world. Just don't go slacking now that you got a bit of pay raise. No need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting's calling your name too. Okay, nice. We got a bonus. Oh, there's only 2 targets. Let's see, is there a time limit on this? Bounty for Alpha Rockworm Valmo. Spawn cave a little ways from Martira. Mine was eaten, so now the whole fearing our lives.
See.
Reminds me of Grius. Locations changed, but we're still helping miners all the same. Okay, let's do it. Southeast of Martira, known as Man-Ears Grotto. Mirror, make sure you have everything you need. Count on you. Okay. Let's go to the Martyrian Forum.
Show me what you've got.
Let's do it.
Okay, no deadline. Cool, we'll pick that up.
Ooh. And right there's a labyrinth.
This is what I've got.
Bounties for Fatulich, the apparition, a monster who's taking up residence in the cemetery in Brawlhaven. He's made a graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. Not just an undead under thrall. Seems like it's also compelled to living beast that serve as bodyguard, so you'll need to fight both at the same time. I don't know how strong you are a lot, but this one seems like it'd be tough even for you. Even after everything we did at Exhibition, well then we'll have to prove you wrong, don't we? Alright, let's leave this to us. Alright, if you really insist. Okay, 2 limit, here you go.
Show me what you've got.
Oh, this one has the Chalice of Legends.
Let's do it.
see here.
Pretty far north, isn't it?
This place.
That's the thing the one guy was talking about? I remember him mentioning he wants some cup. Oh, what you needed? You can keep it afterwards as long as you show it to me first. Alright, then it's off to Angler's Inn Square to talk to that informant. No deadline, no deadline. Okay, might as well keep them in the roster. We're gonna have so many things to fucking do, though. Alright. Alright, since it's not a sale day yet, we can probably just kill time for now and focus on honing our skills elsewhere. We can go to the informants the day afterwards.
Stay there.
Okay, let me check again. Okay, let's hang out with Stroll so we can get his rank up.
Hey.
What's your plan for today? I get restless too, but I suppose it's important to let steam off, Say, you have some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my heritage, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Let's go.
Oh, right.
Now's a good time as any. My home village of Helia is on the outskirts of the Grand Trad. As we'll need a runner, let's extend my apologies for the rest. With a runner, we can make it there and back before dusk, though I can feel guilt for pressing such a thing. With Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. It doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
you used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that. I know I'll see it someday.
No.
Ellipses. It's been 7 years since that day. It feels like forever ago. And yet only the blink of an eye at the same time. Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives. Nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, and the burden I've become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I've discovered a letter.
Take this.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been designed to withstand a fire. I found a box with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey.
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubts this is his will. And I know I must read it, but I'm going to go over there and do just that alone. But would you mind waiting nearby? It's okay to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'm here if you need me.
Thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. Seems I do indeed have an inheritance. And the will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital. Well, what are we waiting for?
Well then. But
I'm afraid we'll need something a little more specific than the capital. The letter's unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human. Try to stay calm. Don't let the anger win.
Sorry.
Whenever I think back to that day, my father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son Leon. I feel only shame at such endearments. As it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and my people. So if they would see our house rebuilt.
Oh, definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be. A noble of prominence or what otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Haliatus with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I'd come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. But Sen Stroll is deep in trust and his determination to confront his destiny. Rank 5.
I must use my nobility for good.
While in reserve, the amount of experience. While in reserve, he increased XP. We don't even have more NPCs, actually. But first things first. We actually don't have enough party members for anyone to even be on reserve. So, first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who it might be. Tell me about your father.
Say, that's...
He was a big man, so much that standing next to my mother made her look teeny. But despite his size, he solved his problems with his head. And he never treated people as lesser than him. In fact, he used to handpick the fish he would bring back to the household as gifts. Grand Trad was the source of fresh fish from Brawlhaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha!
Maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so they have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'll remember him. That may be our best lead. I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? But could still turn out fruitless. It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get.
This one's important.
Okay.
All right.
But first, we'll have one more thing to look to. I think we're good. Stopping point for today, besides.
Let's head back.
Let's do a new save now.
I'm just
Hey, listen.
incredulous.
All right then. Where to?
Let's travel to Tira.
Let's go.
What do you want to know?
We'll wait for a sale.
Hey, you.
How grand.
Eh?
I tried the benevolent bread.
Cheers.
So this is you have chosen. It would seem this little more than plain white bread, however, that distinct aroma. Ah, the gentle fragrance of fresh milk. You have used of mellow milk that Martyr prides itself on.
What are you playing at?
The soothing softness, like that'll envelop everything. This is exactly the dish I was looking for.
Sure, but...
I take it we passed. Indeed, the people of this town indeed needed a dish like this. I'm sure it'll give them the spark we need to move forward again.
Appreciate it.
Even I cannot hide my admiration. As promised, your word.
Mission accomplished.
There we go. I wanted to bring smiles back to the faces of the townspeople here. I could think no way to accomplishment. You ever? I provided the most brilliant answer. One that proves you genuinely care for this town and its people from the bottom of your heart. As such, I would be like to offer my support for your future endeavors. Chefs and kings alike, blah blah blah. Indeed, this is how I feel. That's a royal chef's guarantee? Yes, I saw much of my time as a royal palace. Once upon a time, the previous king too strived to make the country a better place. But at a certain point, the king lost the will to carry on. I hope you will not end up the same way. And now, I fear I must take my leave. Place to speak? Why, I'm going to cook for the people of Matera. Their wounds at the heart have not healed yet. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, if you become king, I would not be opposed to working in the royal palace once again. Now farewell.
Yeah.
Well, we got a world-class cook on our side. We better give this all we got.
Hey, you.
All right, then. Where to? All right, then. Where to? All right, then. Where to?
Let's go.
All right, then.
Okay, what can we do while we're here?
All right, then.
Let's check our virtues then. Eloquence seems to be lowest here. Is there anything we can do for eloquence? Oh, wait a second.
Let's go.
We fast travel here.
Yeah?
Oi! Proper races.
Dreadful.
I love it.
Phantom of the Deep.
What is it you need?
All right then.
Let's see.
Go.
Looks like there's an eloquence option there.
Young man. Say there.
Blast this heat.
Isn't this grand?
What's up?
Gambling, man. Not interested in gambling. How about you decide after I explain it, though? It's a bet on the rank of a certain young elder candidate. That would be you, right? Your wager is you have blah, blah, blah. How about you pick it yourself? If you're successful, I'll pay you back double. You're betting on yourself. See how well you think you can do in the tournament. Interesting idea, isn't it? Is he serious? No thanks. Let's get on my nose.
Isn't this grand?
We're not gambling. We don't gamble here.
Now what am I to do?
Dear me.
Alright, let's do a save here and pass time by being eloquent.
I can do something for everyone.
Improving everyone's life is my top priority. Corruption and injustice, I'll never stand for those.
see.
So that's why they're basing their campaigns on. Yeah, why don't you debate the candidate? If you can lower their candidate support, you might be able to win Luis's trust. It's a good opportunity to hone your skills. If you can put the future you're imagining into words, I'm sure people will follow you. If I enter a debate here, my eloquence and my imagination increase. Okay. I think you might even get some donations. How about it? Want to give it a try? Sure. You're the one that offered up that Sanctus. You may have briefly had the spotlight, but a child is nothing in the end. Oh, pay it be no mind. A debate, is it? Of course, of course. I welcome a fair discussion in the marketplace of ideas.
I can do something for everyone.
My top priority is to ensure the livelihood of all this country's citizenry. Whatever you desire, I shall do everything possible to make it so. Keeping the old port maintained, that's no problem at all. Protecting the minority tribes from prejudice, of course I can do that. Discrimination will not be tolerated. Naturally, the Clemar will have worked hard to establish themselves, and I will ensure that they will continue to enjoy key positions within my kingdom. Wow, this guy seems to have thought of everything. Can't put my finger on why, but there's something dodgy about him. Jin is really working the crowd. How should I appeal to him? Define everything possible.
Hey.
When you say you'll do everything possible, what do you mean exactly?
Yes.
A king must govern the whole kingdom, devoting himself to his people, and I shall endeavor to ensure my subjects' every desire is within reach. Jin seems like a genuinely nice guy. He's got my support. I want to say don't fall for it when it comes to Jin, but it isn't Will. But isn't Will pushing the same rhetoric with his staff? Help anyone need mantra?
Leave it to me.
You have all such discerning eyes. I, Jin Doles, am forever dead to you. That debate was a bust.
Give it a shot.
Well, we're just getting started. At the very least, your eloquence and imagination have improved.
All right.
Cool. After listening to concerns of people, I returned to where everyone was waiting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Luis's.
The day of the soiree is approaching. We need to secure our infiltration route. We must claim the formula without raising suspicion.
Let's make it happen.
Plan's risky, but we have to see it through.
True.
19 days until the soiree. Let's proceed with the utmost caution.
It's really coming down.
I hear a voice. We're in quite the predicament. We should go talk to him. Hmm. 7% of people slept today. Let's see. Spent time with NPCs. 25% went to the tomb. Okay. Let's see who's accessible right now. There's Maria and there's Barden. Oh, tell us what we can get. Alright. Rank 5 will get us reduced costs for the healer. Reduced costs. Commander, huh?
Well met, eh?
If we reduce the cost of the commander, we can buy that one and grind it for our next class, so... Alright. Sorry, Maria.
I can't believe it.
What?
Okay, you have a moment? Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Seems to be last thinking about.
The truth is,
I want to consult with you and this leather about picking a new ruler for the town. Of course, ruler isn't quite the word. We don't own land like a lord or anything, but still, it's a right important position. We're establishing a town governor, which is distinct from a lord. I think that's what's best for this town. For the most part, the townspeople agree on self-governance, as there's quite a lot of distrust of power after what happened with Lady Joanna. It may seem like the townspeople are turning to extreme courses of action, but the new lord did allow us our self-governance. Which is all well and good, but here's the rub. I think the fellow's best suited for a position, I think the fellow best suited for the position is this one clergyman. He's a fine man, and he likes the idea, but darn it all, now everyone is clamoring for me to be the governor. You're suited for it. You think so? So you think it's a great idea too? Well, I couldn't disagree more myself. I'm too weak, man.
Still, though.
I've been put on a pedestal as some noble knight who put everything to right. It's stretched. I'm no hero. It's all thanks to the lot of ye. But I could say that all day, and they still want me as governor. Everyone wants to feel safe. They want to know there's someone nearby they can rely on. I sympathize with that, but I'm no ruler.
Got to say,
Do I have what it takes to lead them? Everything's a challenge.
Hey.
And everything worth doing is always a challenge.
Wait, what?
Is it always? I do remember hearing that the closer you get to your breaking point, the greater you become. If that's true, we can't become better men without a challenge, can we? Thank you, friend. Talking with you has helped me come to a decision.
For myself.
I'll represent the townspeople. Yes, I'll become governor and restore the whole place. I'm not sure I'm the man for the job, but I'll give it everything I've got for the good old the people. Considering my lack of experience, I'd be grateful if you kept advising me.
Don't worry your head.
I may not have the skills you do, but I'll serve faithfully so that I can be a true hero in this town, like you. I can sense his determination.
I'll do anything for this town I
Reduces the
adore.
mad cost. Nice. Arden, you finally decided what to do yet? I know you care deeply, but we're all sick of waiting. Don't make me decide I need to lead you.
Hey up!
A little rest easy with you in charge. Those sandworms have been in right pain, but you seem like a take charge kind of man.
Don't you worry.
Too true. Sandworm attack would devastate Martira. I'll work up some countermeasures. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Don't work too hard now, big man.
Well,
But go ahead and remove childcare from your job skills, will ya? They hated it when you chased them around during hide and seek. My wee ones were bawling and screaming something awful. They still cry from the memory of it.
Whoa.
But that's how you play hunter and prey. If they screamed, it was just proof we were playing it right. But anyway, I swear to you, I'm determined to protect this town.
My thanks.
Thanks for your time for today. I have to do a great deal of work to even begin paying you back, so stop by again. Back to Brawlhaven.
All right then.
Okay, let's check our skills here. Anything to increase courage.
All right then.
I don't think so. In which case, what else do we need boosting? Maybe wisdom. Okay, let's
All right,
find... Let's just go across the street. We'll check, make sure there aren't any quests here.
What do you want to do?
Wonderful.
All right then.
Let me see here. Yeah, I don't recall there being any sort of a courage opportunities anywhere, really. That might be something you can only gain through story and combat.
Pardon me.
Oh, you're the one from the exhibition. Why would you do such a thing? As if you sought to denounce sanctism itself. I take it you're angry. No, I've only a tale I'd like you to hear. My intent's not to criticize. It's a thought-provoking folk tale. I imagine you have not heard. When I saw you at the exhibition, I was reminded of it. Reminded of a folktale. I'm curious. Imagination.
Oh well.
Okay.
All right then.
Let's increase. We don't need more imagination. We need more wisdom.
All right then.
Where's the wisdom? Where do I find wisdom here? We have tolerance. Okay, we'll have to probably head to a different town then. Oh wait, there is a courage option here. Nice.
Let's go.
So that's what it's come to.
You know what the platform over there is, mate? It's a mirror that shows you what you're made of. Times like these, you need courage where it counts. Only thing for sure is to jump along this canyon with a rope, of course.
Try, yeah?
You're free to take the challenge if you want, but you'd fare much better if you had some courage. Though I suppose there's no harm in trying. Take the plunge. First, believe in yourself, and you will return a braver man indeed. Now, come on, test the strength of your will. If I can jump from this height, I bet it'll raise my courage. Okay, 250. All right.
Good, good.
That's spirit. But you think you have a spirit after coming eye to eye with the bottom of the valley? So you made up your mind about this. I can tell by the look on your face that you're committed. And I guess I can't talk you out of this. Alright, looks like everything is set. Well then, get ready. I step off the ledge confidently.
Incredible!
Wow, you dove with such elegance. Such artistry, even. Wow, impressive. I enjoyed watching that. So I want to give you something for making my day. Go on, take it. Foreign coin. Sensing that jump. I sense that jumping off such a high place has increased my courage.
All right.
Okay. Oh, that
Time
went up.
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Idol's Day, it's time for a sale. Let's go.
Somehow.
Okay, great number of city soldiers have been injured. Seem like running a human. People compromised, training exercise, many injuries. Quite brave, I'm afraid. How horrible. There's nothing we can do to help.
That reminds me.
We've already taken the press. Let's go. I got some more medicinal greed so we can treat the injured.
Did you know?
The day after Mars Forgiveness Day, where stores gotta say have the biggest sales of the year. Can't wait. I want to talk to Mister. I miss him. Maybe I should go talk to her.
Well met, eh?
All right, then.
Okay. Let's go to
Let's go.
the tavern. And buy the intel.
Hey, listen.
Fancy a bit of info?
Okay. Let's see. Crew quarters.
Fancy a bit of info?
There's a man named Sergeant Xanth among Louis' subordinates. He's the officer in charge of Charitas crew quarters. Naturally, he's a tough customer. Important-looking guy. One acquaintance of yours? You might know this already, but he's a large man wearing armor, whose strength is justice is his creed. I hear he has once a competitor at the Coliseum too.
Between us.
He's strong, but of course he's not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis stun will work well too. But at least values power, so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, we trust him, so I bet he has strong blades.
Gotcha.
Status ailments, got it. Okay. Starboard corridor.
Fancy a bit of info?
That old fart, maintenance chief, Chiba? Yeah, he's in charge of the starboard quarter. Can't take a joke, so I've never gone along with him. He's as strong as you expect. Consider the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. Let's guess, if you try to physically attack him, he'll bounce right back at you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting.
Between us.
That said, his berry doesn't repel magic, but magic isn't especially effective either from what I hear. To win, you have to find a way to perform physical attacks without having them bounce back at you. Not sure if I expect you will end up finding him.
Let's see.
If we don't improve our skills, we'll be done for. Since he has magic that repels physical attacks, we might find some way to dispel that too. Let's see, port corridor. Learn about the battle tactics and weaknesses of Sergeant. And Gletcham, the port corridor.
Fancy a bit of info?
In charge of the port corridor for Fangahee Saloon. Don't tell him I said this. Okay. Tense person, but the way he fights in particular is, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman, swings his axe around. You want to watch out for it, or it'll daze you. For Crocodile Magic's also protects against that. Or checking out.
Between us.
All the blood rushes his head, so he falls for being provoked easily, though. If you bring someone to act as a decoy, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him. But if you do, keep that in mind.
I guess so.
We need a decoy then. You know, I think there's a skill that would be useful. But we aren't strong enough. Our decoy would fall and our strategy would be ruined. Let's ensure we improve our combat skills before fighting him. Okay. Bridge Juno Devotee Cabio. Learn about the tactics and weaknesses of Cabio that helps him on the bridge.
Fancy a bit of info?
The Chatter's helmsman Cabio is stationed on the bridge. He's a perfect supporter of Lady Juno. I have to say, I know how he feels. He acts so sweet and has... She acts so sweet and has a lovely voice. Swoon here. I must think she was a goddess. We're not paying for that. What's his fighting style? You plan on sparring with him? Well, he's the only one Luis granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all of his minions, so you can bet he's a strong
between
one.
Us.
That being said, having said that, he's weak to electric. I heard he had a traumatic experience in the storm once. Rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he even turns to steering over to the second command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it?
Thanks.
Guess we better prepare some magic then. But he's one of, so he'd be tough. Okay. Electric. If time permits, we should train a bit before fighting him. Okay. Okay, security guard Salva.
Fancy a bit of info?
Salva, you say? He's the guard chief. Got some business with him. It's not someone you'll have an opportunity to meet. He patrols. Be on the lookout for intruders. Chief of the security. He's no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's learned Louis' strength. They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. Won't be easy to guard against that.
Us.
I hear he's weak to projectiles and lances, though. Maybe his reaction time's slow, but wearing all that big helmet and all. That's about it. Remember, on the off chance you find yourself again.
I guess so.
No doubt he's powerful if he's in charge of... Okay, we need to be confident before you fight him. That's going to be trouble. Let me tell you, something from him. Okay.
Hey, listen.
All right then.
Okay, so
What
let me
now?
check here.
What now?
Hey, listen.
Fancy a bit of info?
I know we'll need to go to the tower, but
Hey,
let's
listen.
see. Tomb of Lament.
Fancy a bit of info?
And the Forsaken Tower, right? Oh, I need to go to the guy in Martyr for that.
Fancy a bit of info?
Okay, let's go to the Tomb of Lament one first, though.
Want in on this?
Bounty's called Fatalik. People say it's a ghost. Scary on its own, how it summons a two-headed beast called Kaimenza.
Just between us.
Well, it's not fighting two enemies at once. It's got the prong. When it comes around, Fatalik's attacks get stronger. It uses powerful dark magic. Okay. Okay, use wind to take it out quickly. It's also weak to light.
No kidding!
Okay. There's a Guptaros there. Okay.
Hey, listen.
So there we go. Magic Knight and Gunner. Forsaken Tower. Okay.
Fancy a bit of info? Want in on this?
Ooh.
It's really in the middle of nowhere, isn't it?
It's a campground.
This place. And there's a campground. It's your call.
Among them, there's a particularly powerful giant called Orgus.
Just between us.
Source of power. Its next attack will hurt. Just keep your defenses up. You can remove its buff before the next attack. The rampage won't be so bad. It's weak against dark magic.
Hey, listen.
Assassin and Faker. I need 7 samples of which grow in the forest.
Fancy a bit of info?
Where's your forest?
Want in on this?
Yeah. Godos will unleash terrifying attacks if you see it opening. Might kill you instantly. Powerful magic that hardens your defenses and hardens weak projectiles.
Just between us.
Got it.
Hey, listen.
Gunner and Commander.
All right, then. All right, then.
Okay, let's travel
Where to?
to Martira.
Let's go.
Hey, you. What you want to know?
Commander Eater Grotto.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
Many people go there, yet starting if you ever come back. Alpha Rock Vamo.
He's the real skinny.
Defeat them all at the same time. They're weak to ice. Careful, paralyze. Okay.
Hey, you.
Recommend 2 mages. Okay.
All right, then. Where to?
Let's go.
Alright, I'm trying to think of what our first step here is going to be. We have to get stronger. We bought the intel we needed. I guess dental distress.
Where to? All right, then.
Let's go.
Let's focus on the first side quest that has a deadline here. Dental distress.
Okay, what's the plan?
Now then.
I think we have a favor to do there.
It's your call.
Great.
Let's go.
Let's move out.
What to pick?
Hear your voice?
Is,
Something must tell the captain. Okay, Hulkenberg is ready to advance also, but we're already at rank 5 with these guys. Rank 5 allows you to earn XP while they're on reserve, and we don't have enough party members to even make use of reserve, so let's go to Heismay then.
the truth. Ah, it's you.
Okay, it's good to rest our wings. If you're free, may I have a moment of your time? Which clear up misunderstanding. I'll listen.
Yes.
Speak over a drink. I'll serve you something assuming you prefer a drink more tame than my usuals. What happened back in my hometown? You should know it wasn't Tadari's fault, even if he is the village leader. The villagers have always ostracized others like that. Even when I was there, I thought their leader's fault. Even with the theft? You're still defending them? Even with the urn being stolen?
No.
Not exactly. But I know he's prepared to do what's right. Almost tragically so.
No?
Most other tribes hold little love for the Ujif, but in my youth, we lived near 2 settlements of mixed peoples. We traded, traveled, relations were good. Until one day, conflict arose between the 2 settlements themselves. They began to feud, and another side asked that our village side with them over the other. They wanted a decision from us. We were asked to choose who was friend and who was foe.
However,
the village put off the decision. They took no sides and sought to appease both settlements. While we stayed the course of our hesitancy, their dispute was resolved. What happened to them?
Hold on.
What ended up happening to your village?
And then...
The village lost the trust of both sides, and they cut off all their trade. We were eventually left impoverished. They called us Ujif inscrutable, unknowable, and their prejudice only escalated. It even led to some violence, and yet the village tried to justify their predicament by saying there was nothing they could have done. They took no action to escape poverty and isolation beyond their bitter lamentations. That, more than anything else, disgusted me beyond words, so I abandoned the village and ventured out to become a knight of the cities. But Tadari remained to take a stand while I simply ran away. He took a role of leadership, determined to bring honorable change to our village. There's nobility in that. He sounds like a good leader.
Yes.
Yes, no ordinary person could have done what he did. He chose to carry the entire village on his back. He put the team on his back. And yet, as we've seen, the village is still a long way from the change he strove for. The villagers are rigid in their mindset. They hope to maintain the little control they have by excluding and blaming strangers. All this backbiting, and even theft of the urn, all born of this clinging to separation, this xenophobic nest. They sound horrible. A horrible village. But upon my return, the thought struck me. I suddenly knew I would like to let my son sleep on that hill, where the sweet winds blow, that they may run free where he cannot. And yet, perhaps the reason I'm so attached to my village is because I'm the same as them, at heart. It was my indecisiveness that cost me my son, and my knighthood besides. His burial is no different. To think I waxed on about it being time to face his death, an excuse, nothing more. An excuse to run from yet another decision. It's alright to hesitate. Now my son is the one paying for my wretched hesitance. And see what has become of him. How can I call myself a father? Regret alone won't solve this. If we want to solve this, we need more than despair.
No.
No, I refuse to let it end here.
Right.
If hesitation is in my nature, then so too do I hesitate to let go. Perhaps this is simply who I am. Well, I have a confession to make. When the urn was stolen, somewhere in the back of my mind I felt relief, because I do not have to see it anymore. I no longer be reminded of his death, his heartbreaking absence. I don't want to think of it. I don't want to face it. How could I? When every reminder shatters me. That's why I put off the burial longer and ever longer. But I must change. I would show my boys I am a father worth of his love, not his shame.
Surely.
And so too would I prove this to you. You who placed your trust in me. Okay. That consensus determination. Rank up.
My son, come back to me. I'm sorry.
I will soon depart for the village to look for my son's remains. My apologies for all of you been made to endure. I'm coming with you.
Thank you.
From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Let's head to the village together at a later date.
It's coming our way!
Oi, a monster with the most peculiar color-changing eyes is clinging on the deck. Deal with it before it ruins the hard work I put into this runner. We better get rid of it before Nurse puts our entire journey on hold to buff out any scratches or dents. We cannot allow that beast to make its way into the runner. To the deck with haste.
Let the battle begin!
Pipe down and let us through!
Witness our strength!
Okay, phantom pressure. Extreme physical slash damage to one enemy.
I must stay calm.
Let's heat this place up!
Fire.
There's on me, we go together.
Coordination is key!
Formidable indeed.
I'm come forth, royal soul!
No,
These
this
are
won't
just
work.
small fry. If we play it cool, we'll cruise right through.
Okay, as long as it's not ice, we're good.
Lend me your strength! I'm counting on you! One left!
For the captain!
Fine work.
Get
Let's
it
stay calm.
going.
Let's set it up! All right, let's go!
More
How
reinforcements!
many are there? Come on, everyone! We can't relax
Perhaps
yet!
this suits me best. Witness our strength!
You can do this!
Easy.
There's no way I'm stopping here.
The village of Inundo, a small settlement located north of Brylehaven, lies ahead. The industry that once thrived here fell into decline, and now the able-bodied youth dream instead of leaving home. A small population of mostly children and elders remain, and visitors are scarce. The gauntlet runner slows to a stop.
Just a moment.
Boy, what's the meaning of this? It's practically a ghost town here. Looks like Cambodia. The villages around here are like this. Those able to work have nowhere else to try and make a living, while the remaining residents live in constant fear of monsters. What a shame. It was my intention to cook something interesting if I came across any unusual ingredients here. That's right, I prefer food that's not overly interesting.
Hey.
It's a bit small, but it looks like they're set up a stall here. Want to talk
That
to them?
reminds me.
By the way, you asked to buy a toothbrush of Hygienia. Let's see if it stores it. Store has it. Okay. Okay. Increase endurance. Even though everything's on sale today, I don't know, we'll find shit along the way as we play. I'd rather not waste money on this.
Now then.
All right.
Okay. Go back to base.
All right then.
I forgot who needed a toothbrush.
Let's
But here
go.
it is.
Yeah?
Let me check my saves
Right
actually.
now.
How grand.
When was the 23rd again? That was 2 days ago. Let me check the calendar.
What now?
Okay. You got your toothbrush.
Proper aces.
See if it works. I'm as good as new. What, alright? I don't know, it's healing magic or something. They say it can kill all the mouse toxins in a flash. Here, take your reward.
Mission accomplished.
Oh, I found this weird glowing bug. You can have it too. Gold beetle, sure. I'll support you in tournament. How could I not?
Just can't stand it.
Tooth monsters, what was I thinking? Better watch out for them. Metaphorically, you mean? Not a reminder to brush my teeth every day, is it? Well, thanks for the advice. You can't be brushing my teeth on a rigorous... you'll bet I'll be brushing my teeth rigorously daily now. Keep at it.
All right, then.
Okay, what else can we do?
How grand.
Oi!
Say,
Hey, you.
All right, then.
Okay, I'm checking the ranks of this one. Man-Eater the Mine, that's a bounty. So we have these 2 bounties. In the Forsaken Tower. Higher rank than that. So the next thing we should work on is this then. Two mages, huh? What? What's Juno doing here?
Oh?
Oh, it's you. Surprised to see you here. What are you up to? Must I be up to anything? Big city like this? Be a waste to spend the night cooped up somewhere. Or say that Fidelia is overbearing, so if it covers any horror, I think it might be my turn to be suspicious. So overprotective. Let's look over my skills here. What do we want to increase then? Eloquence and imagination are pretty high. I guess wisdom is the next one we need to boost.
All right then.
Oh wait, there's the beetle
Let's head
dude.
there right away.
Also, we need to talk to.
Hey there!
All right, then.
Okay, let's see. Any opportunities for wisdom increases?
All right, then.
Let's go.
Okay, let's see here. Yep, alright.
This?
The door's unlocked. I bet we can climb up from inside. Be incredible view from up there. Okay, sure. We'll increase my wisdom. Take a look at the scenery. Let's find a better view. Man, what a view it is.
Oh, yeah?
Well, even so unusual, isn't it? And I don't mean just open my... And I don't mean just to open my culture. Those floating water spheres really make an impression. The sea's water not frozen up here, and it's not like some kind of transparent container either. Apparently it has to do with the magma crystals on the sea floor. And if you get too close, they can pull or push you in random directions. I'm not telling you what I've heard for certain, but it makes you kind of want to touch them. I'd like to go inside. Yeah, floating around one of those does seem like it'd be pretty nice.
Maybe.
But I suppose you need to breathe, huh? If you were stuck in there, yikes.
All right.
Headed back, discussing the water, the scenery, and see folk we pass along the way.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. That means...
Okay.
Ah, capital! Everyone's here.
Requests and tactics. We have 17 days to infiltrate the Charis. Let's do the 2 bounties, and then we'll enter the Charidus. We have all these favors that we have to do around the city, but it's not the same. I think we'll get the most XP we need from the bounties. Once we'll do the infiltration, then we can do the other things, but let's do the bounties to grind our way up. Just the map.
Now then.
How far to our runner then?
I think we have a favor to do there.
Okay. That's where Rockworm Bounty lives. Sounds like the locals are in dire straits. Seems the city is not only of certain ores, but jewels as
There's
well.
much to see.
Primary objectives and bounty.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday if we teleport to the nearest city. Make it back by tonight. Of course, as long as we don't dilly dally.
Let's be
go.
off.
They head to a cave said to consume all who enter. Does the dark, narrow path lead only to the innards of a monstrous insect? Perhaps.
What to pick?
Hear your voice. What am I supposed to do at a time like this? Alright, might as well talk to Hulkenberg then.
Sorry. Ah, Tis you. Say... I thank you. And then...
You recall we talked about my one-time compatriot Rodance. I've decided to challenge the Knight Commander to a duel. I seek only to correct him, but I know he is not a man easily persuaded by words alone. We are warriors as such. The only way through the battle is that he will be shown the error of his way. Will he accept?
Okay, but...
Yes.
All things considered, seems likely. To that end, any knight who prizes their honor would never risk the shame of refusing a challenge. My would-be opponent is the Knight Commander himself. If I were to throw down the gauntlet in public, he would scarcely deny me.
Say.
You recall the broken sword from the other day? It sparked a realization. This is a problem only blades can solve.
And so?
And indeed, in the tally of our previous bouts, we stand even. This seems the fine opportunity to settle things once and for all. You've got this. And I can do this. Hulkenberg.
I thank you.
We still have our mission to complete. Rest assured, I cannot lose. I will accept this. I will accept no less than victory. And besides, I would dual Rodance for the people, yes, but more so, I would take measures of myself. He is single-minded, as much now as he was back then. Once he decided on rising to the Knight's peak, so indeed he did by whatever means necessary. All while I eschewed family honor by pursuing calling, and what lost from me, my shifting purpose has weakened the path beneath my feet. I have been mortified by the trout and merit, and long that feeling fester in my heart. But no longer do I stand ashamed. My path, however, serpentine, has led me to you all, and the woman I am today.
So?
A lack of doubt does not make one strong, nor does it make one right. I shall face him headlong and surpass him in ability and right his ways. I know he can do it.
Yeah.
Indeed, I am not the woman I was, and as proof thereof, 'tis only right that my foe should be Rodance.
Say.
I have a request. I want you to be my witness for the duel. What would I do?
About that.
My...
All I have to do is watch the bout. Your presence alone will be of great reassurance to me. But the duel must be fair in all things. No matter what happens, I ask for impartiality.
Witness my struggle and I shall stand victorious. All right.
I shall propose the duel to Rodance in the days to come. Call upon me when it's convenient for you. In the meantime, I have many preparations to make. 'Tis a hungry business, all this thinking. Fortunately, I have just the thing. My prize cache of tender fermented meat. You would be hard-pressed to find meat this soft, pungent, and ripened anywhere else. Here, as a token of thanks, take some. I insist. I declined Hulkenberg's offer as politely as I could, and we made our way back to the others.
The party at last arrives in the village of Comero, a small farming settlement southeast of Martira. Blessed by the mild climate, its ranches produce fine fare, and to take in its idyllic landscapes is to be at peace, as time itself seems to stop. As though welcomed by the grazing animals, the gauntlet runner stops gently.
Giving it some thought?
There's something here. Want to make a quick detour before we continue on? Sure.
Okay then. All right.
script.
Man-Eater's Grotto. How many weary travelers, traveling merchants, and treasure hunters have fallen prey to it? Behind its innocuous-looking entrance, untold monsters lie in wait, impatient for their next meal. The gauntlet runner comes to a stop, the entrance beckoning its visitors invitingly. What lies in its depths? Treasure or death?
All right.
This is Valmo's nest. First glance looks like your average cave. Most of the miners have run off, it seems. Guess it's on us from here
Understood.
on. Mining for ore and gemstones. Well, nothing else. We'll have to clear the monsters out so people can maintain their livelihoods. Okay, to leave this situation alone would be to see the town's economy slow to halt.
Finish it, quick!
Let's frick those worms. You know what? We'll eradicate them, and their little larvae too. What's the guy into? Is he not a tad overexcited for this task? I think the mere mention of Valmo sends his mind back to the dinner table. Come on, let's press on. Just a second, I sense something. This feeling. Is there something there?
Hey,
I sense one of the relics the nurse is looking for. Make sure you don't miss any treasure chests, okay? Let's check our... Let me do a new save here.
What now?
Oh, I bear good tidings. Here's the real Skinny.
Actually, hold up.
What now? What now? What now?
Let's load the previous save then and buy the paralysis thing.
Oi there! All right then.
okay. What's the plan?
Now then.
That's where you want to go. And
I think we have a favor to...
There is much to see.
it's your call.
Let's be off.
They head to a cave said to consume all who enter. Does the dark, narrow path lead only to the...
What to pick?
Sorry. Ah, 'tis you. I think... And then... 'tis settled.
Okay.
And so...
Right.
If so...
Yeah.
Say,
About...
witness my struggle. All right.
The party at last blessed it gave as though...
Giving it some thought?
Okay. One by one. We won't equip it just yet. Yeah, we're gonna have 5 of these.
All right. Hey,
Man-Eater's Grotto, behind the
so hey.
Okay, let's think here of how we want to equip ourselves. 2 mages. Let's look at the items.
Oh, I bear good tide. Here's the real skinny.
Okay, let's re-equip our team now.
What now?
I'll be mage. Hulkenberg. Make you healer. Stroll. Alright, mate, let's make you a faker just to try it out and
I see.
so faker just does boosting.
Fascinating. This right here. All right.
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
I hear the voices of past hero souls. Okay. Interesting, this faker soul. I can certainly get behind a power that baffles enemies and sows chaos. Disorder is a valid tactic in battle.
I have retained my edge.
see. Equipment. Trying to think of what to do next.
What now?
Well, Commander. Let's see. Maybe we can make Stroll Commander here to tell you archetype.
Fascinating. This right here. All right?
Let me think about it. Increased defense. I don't want him playing support though. We're already gonna have Hulkenberg on healing duty.
I see.
If we want to use Gabliz, we'll need a Seeker, Mage, or Healer lineages. What type of synthesis does she has here? Medium MP recover for all allies. We need Commander for that. Okay. Let's throw in a Commander.
I see. Fascinating. This right here. All right?
I'm counting on you.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to inspire the group to victory. I'll take charge for a world without futile conflict.
Oh.
Ooh, here's fruit.
Right. I could get used to this.
Okay, let's do our skill inheritance then. Let's see. Does Hulkenberg have Patra on her? Yeah, she has Patra, right? So let's see.
All right.
Nice me. Dark damage.
All
I
right.
think Plunder Life is actually pretty useful here. Alright. Let me do a new save here. Equipment.
What now?
Okay. The healer won't get paralyzed. That means they can protect me. Save over that one. Alright, let's give this a shot.
Okay then. Let's go. Hey!
Hey!
Come say hello, treasure.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
I feel the power coursing through me.
There are enemies around. Watch your step.
Let's push through!
Hey! Great job! I don't think we can avoid a fight here.
Stand on you. Impressive. Your training has paid off.
It's all clear.
The hell are you doing here?
Hey!
Numbling pollen attack. Burning things with fire. You're not too fond of it. Okay, so the flying things use fire on them. Okay, got it.
If you see a use for it, I say take it with you.
We got this. Wait, I think maybe we should try moving things.
So slow! Such skill.
Sounds crazy, but something.
Come on!
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
I don't see anything easy.
I have never known such heights.
Would sure be a...
Okay. Are you making sure to fight higher rank enemies? It's Doof again. If you fight higher rank enemies, you get lots of experience as a reward. You can get super buff. But weak enemies aren't worth trouble. You better get any experience so you'll stay wimpy and wobbly. The weaker your opponent is, the less experience you get. Bullying the weak just show how weak you are. If you want to get tough, you have to bite down and take on strong, high-rank monsters. If you don't, you'll be the rank 1 smelly. Blah, blah, blah. Sure.
I think there's treasure nearby. I bet there's treasure around here.
Let's push through!
Impressive. Your training has paid off.
All right, we did it! Would sure be a
Nice.
Onyx.
Just take it. You can always toss it later.
Would sure be a pleasure to find some treasure.
I'm sensing something from that treasure chest.
Nice.
Let's take it and move on.
Common ore. Strangely shaped pebble and mysterious light shining from inside.
So
That could be a rock Norris was talking about. That showed Norris anyway. Don't tell me I'm already getting lost.
Yep, we're safe.
Okay, load zone, so this is new.
Everything's pretty standard. Yep, we're safe here. Everything's pretty standard.
Hail!
Yeah.
I think there's treasure nearby.
Come on!
Exemplary.
They all seem pretty weak.
Wow, look at that.
Aquamarine.
Everything's pretty standard.
Draw steel. We are spotted.
Hey, you found something!
That was well done.
They've noticed us.
So that's just a spot to
Amazing!
farm
Great
MP,
moves
really.
back there. They look pretty weak. Let's mop this up quick.
All right. How's that?
Impressive as ever.
Fine, let's clear this one area.
Push through! Come on!
Seem we've won the day.
I can feel my power growing.
All right, how's that?
Amazing! Great moves,
Come on, little guy!
Come on!
I knew you could do it. Just a bunch of weak ones. We should be fine.
All right, how's that?
Good one.
Impressive as ever.
Looks like we managed to rid ourselves of them.
We cannot avoid this fight. Stand
Yes, we
ready.
can.
Let's stash that somewhere safe. We've been spotted. On your guard.
I knew I could count on you.
Come say hello, treasure.
Nice. Look at that.
Would sure be a pleasure to
Let's
find
push
your
through.
treasure. I bet there's
Nice.
Our risk pays off.
Come say hello, treasure.
Nice.
I love it. Everything's pretty standard.
Good one.
Who do you think I am?
All right, we did it. It's all clear.
Okay. Not much here.
Damn, they're onto us. I stand for you.
How did this happen?
Just turn around, I'm warning you for your own good. I tried challenging them with my comrades, but my wits didn't do much. Name my hammer we crushed, they just called more over. Apparently, entire affinities just have no effect. Or what type of magic would work?
We're spotted.
All right, how's that?
That was brilliant.
Skill.
I think there's treasure nearby. I bet there's
All right.
Well, well.
What
now?
Equipment. And not as good as I thought it would be.
It's all clear. Everything's pretty pretty standard.
Ah!
Watch out!
This must be it.
Yep. This place.
All right, let's fight.
What?
Looks like the Valor were just here, but they're waiting on our foot. Let's finish them now, before we're really in for
Is
it.
this right?
We better devise a plan of attack. They look sturdy to me. It's a good thing we didn't leave the miners and their pickaxes.
Get ready.
Time for a careful inspection. Look alive, everyone.
They're weak to ice. Let's stop them. Yeesh, they're pretty tough. Better be careful.
Faker!
Might as well try it
I
out.
have my methods.
Let's stay calm. By this power, let's work together.
Hold nothing back!
Ice!
Ice, baby!
Here's their weakness. That's your opening,
I'll
Captain.
show you. Lend me your strength. Not this. Me! Freeze!
Everything's numb.
Stroll's paralyzed.
For all the
Can't
people
move
that
at
I
all.
for! Healing us.
Thanks.
My thanks.
I owe you.
Stroll,
Everything's
your speed's down.
no withdrawing. No holding back.
Heisman,
You think you're...
they cut
Now
your
accept
speed.
your
Be
fate.
careful.
Then again, falling back. I'll use what I must. Magla gather.
Hulkenberg's
I will
moving
fight with
slower.
the rear guard. I won't hold back. We'll do this together. No, this won't
Well,
work.
fuck. Let me optimize my layout here.
To the rear guard. A wise choice.
Falling back. We'll do this together.
The Blues.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
I
Captain.
will fight with. Let's set it up.
The Blues.
Show them our might.
Ice.
Is everyone all right? To safer ground. Heal up. A mystic
will.
shield.
I can't. Stepping back. Let's make an end of it.
Meeting Almighty.
Please allow me.
Show me true power. Everything's numb.
Stroll's paralyzed.
Faker.
Can't move at all.
There's a better way. I'll use what I must.
Heal everyone.
We need not push ourselves.
Thank you for the follow, Emmanuel Tokasi.
I owe you.
Stroll,
Let's
your
stay calm.
speed's down.
Lend me your strength.
The Blues.
You hit their weakness. That's your opening,
It's okay.
Captain.
We'll do this together.
The Blues.
It is yours.
Heisman,
I stand
they cut
ready.
your
Come.
speed, so be careful.
Get rid of
I
that
will
ailment.
protect you.
Helpful as ever. I shall fight. I call upon royal power within.
increase everyone's defenses.
This should help. We need help.
Quite a boon.
I'm obliged.
Bloody hell! What can I do?
Why are they going after him?
Anyone heal him!
Do I overuse all power of kings? I was
you go,
saving
Troll.
this.
I owe you.
Heisman!
Let's stay calm.
They cut
Let's
your
set it up.
speed, so be careful!
Show
The
them our
blues.
might.
You hit their weakness! That's your opening,
I will
Captain!
fight. I'm all prepared.
Goblins!
Go!
Not bad, if I say so myself.
We took it down. Now we just need a report.
Hail!
Well, 'tis the Alpha Rockworm Eye. A rockworm Valmo indeed. Outside of the part you now hold, its whole body is tough enough to repel even blades. The Valmo we ate in Martira must have undergone quite the preparation.
Hey.
Could you not remind me of that, please?
What?
Valmo cuisine. Utterly foul even to imagine. And we've all really had the pleasure, have you? Correct. With the one slight amendment, the only one finding any pleasure in it was Hulkenberg.
Now then.
Well, we have accomplished our mission. Shall we head straight back?
In that case.
Let's go. Alright, I need to wrap things up for this evening. So once we finish this up, we'll head home. Okay. Let's heal everyone. Oh well, no point really. We can just save.
Hey! Okay then. Right?
Okay, so that bounty didn't really help us that much at all. Back to the tavern.
Now then.
Found us no more, thanks to us. All that's left is report to the recruitment center. We first-rate source of protein does not further aggression. Nevertheless, the locals should be pleased that we put an end to it. Can we please fight just one monster that she won't try to eat?
Well...
Okay.
Luis's.
There's time to tell the story, but we need to secure our route of time to spare.
Let's make it happen.
Right, the Prince's fate is riding on us. We should make sure that our archetypes are ready for anything.
Guess we're splitting up.
You know, things considered, we did great today. Let's get some food.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Hey, listen!
There's big sales throughout the city, so don't miss any. Alright, first things first, let's swap back our archetypes to the default one, so that way we'll be ready for anything. Commander. Heisman hardly got any use out of this one, but still. You should be able to inherit something though, right? Oh, that's pretty expensive. Roll, how about you? Yeah, we'll worry about it later. Okay, at least I can save over this now.
Alright.
Okay, let's run over to... Where's the recruitment office?
Let's go!
Welcome.
We did it.
Purge increase. Yes.
All right.
Impressive.
It's just our bounty now.
All right then.
And of course, we also need to get to Gauntlet Runner.
Let's go.
And talk to... Get to the engine room.
All right then.
Where's the one for... Where's Nurse?
All right then.
Where the fuck is he? Oh, here he is. Seems like Nurse focuses research mode. I can show him the relic at night. Okay.
All right then. All right then.
Okay. Since it's a sale day, let me...
Let's head there right away.
Here.
We've a sale go.
See praise. Let's sell all
Now
the
then.
crap. Since I know it'll take me forever to go through all of the items and stuff, we'll save that for the next time. We'll start the next stream with me going through all the sales, and seeing what's worth purchasing or not. All right. All right, that's gonna be it for this evening. For anyone who's watching, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Chex Party, for stopping by and participating in chat. We'll probably play in the weekend, hopefully. I have some plans, but we'll try to get some gameplay in this weekend. All right, that's it, guys. Good night, everyone. One way.